Hi, I'm Rob from B&H, and in this video, we're checking out some digital pianos that make excellent gifts for the holidays. As opposed to portable keyboards that often feature a wider variety of sounds, rhythms, and even built-in music lessons, digital pianos offer fewer bells and whistles. Instead, they focus on delivering a smaller but better sounding range of instruments, especially realistic piano sounds. In addition, they usually feature weighted keys to make their playing action closer to what you'd get from an acoustic piano. We've got 4 relatively inexpensive 88-key models to check out today, 2 from Yamaha, 1 from Casio, and 1 from Korg, which we're going to start with right now. This is the Korg SP-150S, a streamlined, no-nonsense model with an attractive retro look and a nice weighted hammer action keyboard for a very solid playing feel for a model in this price range. The sounds on digital pianos are sampled from real acoustic instruments, and with the SP-150S, the samples are taken in stereo, giving each instrument 60 notes of polyphony. That's the number of notes that can be played at once. There is one exception though. The Grand Piano 2 sound is in mono, and thus has 120 notes of polyphony. Front panel controls are pretty minimal. Those of you familiar with the SP-170 will be pleased to see that with the SP-170S, Korg smartly moved the power switch and volume knob from the back to the front panel for easier access. In addition, the speaker system has been improved, although we did get a little rattling occasionally on a few bass notes at louder volumes. The other buttons on the 170S are the Piano Play button and the Sound button. Piano Play instantly selects the Grand Piano 1 voice, while the Sound button pages through 10 different instruments available: 2 grand pianos, 2 electric pianos, harpsichord, clavichord, vibraphone, 2 organs, and strings. Like all the digital pianos we're looking at today, the SP-170S supplements the minimal front panel controls by using the keyboard to engage certain functions. So for example, holding the Piano Play and Sound buttons and hitting the D2 key chooses a light key touch feel, while E2 is standard and F2 selects a heavy feel. Other keys are used for transposition, turning the built-in reverb and chorus effects on or off, playing back the 10 demo songs, and using MIDI functions. There is a MIDI out port on the back along with 2 1/8-inch headphone jacks, as well as the jack for the damper pedal. Plugging in headphones mutes the built-in speakers, and like all the models we're checking out today, a music stand and sustain pedal are included. We're demoing the black SP-170 today, but a white version is also available, and Korg offers matching stands for both. A more portable, all-in-one solution that B&H offers, however, is the Korg SP-170S 88-key digital piano bundle, which features this adjustable fold-up stand from OnStage, a keyboard gig bag from Gator Cases, an X-Style keyboard bench from Ultimate Support, and ATH M20 headphones from Audio-Technica. So let's hear a couple of the sounds. My esteemed colleague, Mr. Lior Boyango, is going to play a little bit for us. Next up is the Yamaha P-105, and it uses Yamaha's advanced wave memory stereo sampling tone generation, also known as AWM. In addition to the 2 grand pianos, there are 8 other voices available on the P-105, 2 electric pianos, 2 pipe organs, 2 harpsichords, a vibraphone, and strings. You can layer 2 voices, and 4 different reverbs are on board also. The keys are graded hammer action and offer 4 levels of touch response. Maximum polyphony is 32 notes, not a tremendous amount if you're doing complex passages and using the sustain pedal, or if you're layering sounds, but for a learning keyboard it's likely more than enough. The P-105 also offers a duo mode that allows 2 players to play at once over the same octave range, which is quite helpful for learning. A pair of speakers is built in on the bottom, so I'd recommend picking up the L85 stand, and you'll get better sound than if you play the keyboard on a tabletop or desk. Beside the master volume fader is the grand piano and function button. Holding the function button and triggering a key performs various functions like activating the adjustable metronome, changing tunings, and playing back the 10 demo and 10 preset songs. For private concerts, there's a 1/4-inch headphone jack in the back, and a sustain pedal input is back here as well. The P-35 responds to half pedal damping, but you'll have to upgrade to the FC3 pedal, sold separately. Also in the back are MIDI in and out ports. And now, let's have a listen. Next up, we're going to look at another Yamaha model. This is the P-105. The two instruments share a lot of similarities, but the 105 costs a bit more and offers a few additional features, giving it a bit more of an overall professional feel. For starters, it has 128 notes of polyphony, so you shouldn't really have to worry about notes getting cut off. Also, you've got a few more voice options. In addition to the 2 grand piano sounds, we've got 4 electric pianos to choose from. 3 different organs are on board: pipe, jazz, and rock. 1 harpsichord, a string voice, a vibraphone, and 2 bass options. Not only can you layer sounds on the P-105, you can split the keyboard to have a different sound in the lower and higher octaves. It also sports a feature called pianist styles. When engaged, the chord you play with your left hand is played back rhythmically in one of 10 different tempo-adjustable styles, including blues, swing, jazz ballad, and more. You can then play melody lines on top with your right hand. If you tire of your own playing, there are 50 preset songs you can listen to instead, as well as a 51st slot where you can record your own tune. The P-105 has a few more buttons on the front panel than we saw with the ultra-minimal controls on the P-35, so it's a little easier to navigate. It also has 2 headphone jacks, more conveniently located on the lower front. That also means that in duo mode, 2 people can play together without disturbing the whole house. In addition to the headphones and built-in speakers, the P-105 has a pair of 1/4-inch outs, making it easier to connect to external audio gear. There are no MIDI ports on the back, but there is a USB port, which you can use to back up your song data or transmit MIDI data, if you're using the P-105 as a controller, for example. Before we take a listen, I should point out that the P-105 has 2 pedal inputs, in addition to the sustain pedal for the supplied foot pedal. There's also a jack for a 3-pedal unit like the Yamaha LP5A, which in addition to a sustain pedal also has a sostenuto and a soft pedal for more nuanced playing. To use it though, you'll need the L85 stand you see here, and together they make for a very attractive, easy to play setup. So without further ado, let's hear how it sounds. The last model we're checking out today is the PX-150, part of the Privia line from Casio, and it offers a lot of impressive features. First up, each key on the scaled hammer action keyboard has 3 sensors inside to capture the dynamics of your performance. The variable hammer timing of an acoustic piano is also effectively simulated, and the keys themselves have a textured feel, ebony for the black and ivory for the white, which actually reduces slippage. All in all, it makes for a very nice playing experience. The PX-150 sports an impressive sound engine using Casio's Acoustic and Intelligent Resonator, or AIR, for realistic, detailed instrument sounds and offers 128 notes of polyphony. There are 18 built-in tones, including 5 grand pianos, 3 electric pianos, 4 organs, 2 basses, 2 strings, a harpsichord, and a vibraphone. 2 headphone jacks, sustain pedal input, and a 3-pedal input are on the back, so you can connect the optional SP33 pedal you see here. But to use that, you'll also need to get this CS67 stand, and of course, B&H offers that in a bundle for your shopping convenience. I should also mention the damper resonance simulator, which emulates the rich sound of the strings when you're using the sustain pedal. Additional features include layering 2 sounds, a programmable metronome, several reverb and chorus effects to choose from, 60 preset songs, and a 2-track recorder that allows you to record your own song. There's also a duet mode that splits the keyboard and 2 headphone jacks on the back for silent duets or lessons. No MIDI ports, but there is a USB port that transmits MIDI data and allows you to back up your song data. And because it's class compliant with Apple's camera connection kit, you can use the PX-150 as a controller for the iPad. Those are the basic features. Now comes the part where you get to hear it. So there's an overview of 4 of the 88-key digital pianos we offer here at B&H. All these models have price points and feature sets that make them great holiday gifts. I should also point out that we carry a lot more digital pianos, and many are more advanced versions of the same product lines we looked at today. So if you're willing to spend a bit more for more features, do a little comparison shopping on our website. I'm Rob from B&H, and thanks for watching.
For more information, please visit us online, give us a call, or stop by our New York City Superstore. You can also connect with us on the web.